ChatGPT hit 1 million users in 5 days. Netflix took 3.5 years. Instagram took 2.5, 5 days. But here's the question that kept me up after reading this book. Why did they build it in the first place? Was it money? Was it ambition? Or did they genuinely believe they were doing something important for humanity? The AI power war starts exactly there, with two very different men and two very different answers to that question. Sam Altman wasn't always the face of the most powerful AI lab in the world. At Stanford, he skipped class to play poker, and he was good enough at it to cover his tuition. Poker isn't gambling, not really. It's reading people, managing incomplete information, knowing when to push and when to fold. He carried those skills straight into Silicon Valley. His first startup was Looped, a real-time location sharing app. The idea was simple: see where your friends are. What actually happened? People started using it to track each other, partners surveilling partners. The optics were terrible. Here's what Altman did next, and it tells you a lot about him. Instead of going quiet, he proactively went to journalists and laid out the risks of his own product. Calculated move, genuine transparency, you can decide. Either way, Looped failed. But the failure led him to Y Combinator, the accelerator behind Airbnb, Stripe, and Dropbox. There, he absorbed a philosophy that stuck. A small number of obsessed fans is worth more than thousands of indifferent users. And he started to believe that the technology capable of creating that kind of obsession, at scale, was artificial intelligence. In 2016, a computer beat the world's best Go player, 4 games to 1. The computer was built by Demis Hassabis. Hassabis was a chess prodigy at 13. But what he took from chess wasn't strategy. It was how to think dozens of moves ahead under uncertainty, how to find the optimal path through complexity. He saw games as compressed simulations of real-world problems. What makes his story remarkable is what he did next. He shut down his game company and, in his 30s, enrolled in a neuroscience PhD program. He found something that changed his thinking entirely. When humans recall a memory, the brain doesn't play back a recording. It actively reconstructs it, imagining what probably happened, using the hippocampus to simulate the past. His conclusion: human intelligence isn't about storing information. It's about simulating the future. That insight became the foundation DeepMind was built on. When Google acquired DeepMind, Hassabis had one condition: an independent AI ethics board with real authority. Google agreed. Whether they honored that, that's episode 2. In 2015, OpenAI was founded. 5 of the 7 founding members had previously worked at DeepMind. To Hassabis, it felt like a betrayal, and OpenAI announced it would open source its research. The exact opposite of the careful, controlled approach Hassabis believed in. Here's the question worth sitting with. Was open sourcing AI actually about benefiting humanity? Or was it a move to prevent Google from monopolizing the technology before anyone else could act? OpenAI later converted from a non-profit to a for-profit structure. Draw your own conclusions. One line to close. The AI race didn't start as a technology competition. It started as a clash of beliefs, and capital followed. In episode 2, Google invented the core technology behind ChatGPT and then couldn't use it. That's not a metaphor. That's what actually happened. See you there.